Hi, my name's Colette Rae, and I do makeup, and I think I do it nice enough to try this YouTube game. I do it on a makeup page, and I've got over 2K on there, and they're really amazing girls. So I thought, why not? Why not entertain everybody with my beautiful personality and do it for you girls as well, and boys, not just girls and boys. Right, I started off with my eyebrows. They're already done, as you can see, and I'll tell you what I use. But if you want me to do one of them, then just let me know it in the comments below. I used the pomade, Freedom pomade. I used these because they're amazing for starters, even though I've progressed a lot from that, but they're amazing, so I've kind of stuck with them. And they're the Real Technique ones, so they're the starter ones for people who are just starting out. And I also use this, and this is called New Eve, and it's 2-in-1 eyebrow perfector. Brilliant, it's amazing. So that's that out of the way. Let's carry on doing what we need to do. I'm going to do a circular eye for you today, so I hope you're all looking forward to it as much as I am. I'm going to start with filling my eyes with, let's find the Little Beauty, and also I'm going to use this big one. This was from Wilco's, but it's really been amazing for me, and it's like a flat one, as you can see. Whoa, can you see that? Look, focusing a little bit more there. Right, so I'm going to start with the Lasting Perfection. This is amazing because it brings my eyes out, and it will be able to bring also the colour that I want out. So I'm going to fill these bad boys in, and like I said, if you want a tutorial of how I do my eyebrows, just let me know, and I'll certainly do that for you, ladies and gents. This is really good. It's a powerful colour, especially for my colouring. Brings out my eyeshadow beautifully. Warm it up with your this finger here, because this is the gentlest finger we've got on our hand. Nails. Something I'm really looking forward to. Like I said, warm your finger with the product, and it blends it in lovely. After you've done that, put that away. Sorry, I don't get confused. Now you need I'm using Technique Soft Focus Transparent Loose Powder. That bad boy. Okay, so now I'm going to use one of my lovely, to put it onto my eye, one of these lovely brushes. Right, I'm going to use my Sigma, my P82, and this one is a precision round brush. It's excellent. I absolutely love Sigma. I'm hoping to get some more free ones very soon, so that'd be excellent. So here we go. Just filling in what you've just done, and what you're doing by putting the powder down is helping it so you don't get creases in your eyeshadows. That's a enjoys it, and I hope you all learn something right. So that's all finished. I'm going to pop that in there, put away my things. My next thing I'm going to do is next thing I'm going to do is start with my eyeshadow. So I'm going to use my Revolution, and this is a palette Iconic Smoky Eye one, and it's beaut. It's a little beaut, and it has those basic colours to do a smoky eye. So my next thing I will use, I absolutely love Sigma, so I'm going to use my Sigma Blending E25. This is a really, really good brush. It's very precise where you want. Actually, I'm going to use the other one because that's the one I want, the E35 one. And this is also a tapered one. But what I'm going to do is put my first colour in, which is my transition colour, and that's the brown one. I'm going to use a very light one, which is, if I just look on here, it's called Flicker. So I'm going to go in with that one, pick some of the product up, but also you don't want too much. And I'm going to pop that straight into my crease. So you can swishy swash, I call it, and also I call it buffing, but really they're circular movements within the crease of your eye. You'll get to know me. I'm as crazy as they come. And again, just brush off the excess. Oh, I picked up some of that brown. That was an accident. But that is the next colour I want anyway. So, backwards and forwards and circular movements to blend it in. The corners and the out of your eye. Your next colour is, I'm going to keep hold of the brush because the next one upwards, and that's the brown one, and this one, if I remember rightly, is called Rubble. So we just go straight into Rubble, Barney Rubble. No, okay, maybe not. Right, we pop it into the corner and circular movements again and round from the crease of your eye into the corner, over. It's cool. You swishy swash. I'm going to make new words up for the makeup world. And back into that side, into the corner. You swishy swash motion into the corner of your eye, backwards and forwards, and loads of circular movements. And as you put in these colours, you bring them higher till you get to the part there. Obviously, never fill in that bit, your arch of your eyebrow bone. I make some right knot faces. So my next one is the next one up from Rubble, which is Steam. I'm going to carry on with this brush because I'm going up to the darks. As soon as you use lights, then you need to stop, obviously. But this is the last one I use for this. So excessive off your brush, circle movements in the corner of this eye, bring it round, swishy swash it in the corner there, and then make your way up to your eyeball until you end up with a lovely, more darker effect. Same again, there, over, you know my swishy swash, swishy swash, and then loads of blending. And we are going to blend also right at the end at the top. After that one, I'm going to use the Sigma that I told you to use before, the E25. This is for more into the sense now. Now I'm going to use the colour Shadow, and that's that one on the palette. I go into the shadow. I'm just checking where that was then. Don't you hate that? You see it and you think, well, that wasn't the one, was it? Yes, I think it is. Yeah, you can tell. It's quite dark, very dark colour. So tap into the eye and build this colour over the ball of your eye and up over to the top, not too high, so you don't want to ruin what you just done. Oh no you don't. Right, and so you're getting a real build up now, so back into the same colour for the next eye, and your eyelid a bit, not too far above. Giving them lovely circle movements. Swashy swash. I think I'll start saying that one now. I think we said that enough. And that's that one. Right, what I want you to try and use now is the next colour along, which is it's called Silvery. How amazing. So I'm going to use that one because it's colour next to it. All near enough the same colours, which is just a tint of difference. So that just goes literally over the ball of your eye again, and then above. And circular movements all along. And into it again, into the ball of the eye, circular movements. I can't wait to get to know people, and I can't wait for them to have opinions even. I mean, good or bad, opinions matter, because I can't improve and I don't know what people want until I get that. So I thought I'd start off with the smoky eye because it is a favourite of most people's, going out especially. And I want to do that. I want to show you my dramatic eyes that I do, and I also want to show you how to do very simple makeup that I would wear for college. What, can't wait for you to get to know who I am and what I'm about. So we got all that lovely time for each other. What I'm going to do now is use the nude one. This is nude eyeshadow palette, and it's a palette of ombres. So I'm going to show you the colours and my favourite ladies. They're nudes, they're real nudes. And I'm going to go into the colour here, and it's called Serious. So I'm going to put this palette down on the side so that we're not making too much of a mess. I'm going to go into Serious. I'm going to use another brush, and I'm going to use, let's have a look now. Ah, I know what would be a good one. I'm going to use the number 13 NYX. NYX is a good brush. I'm going to go pop it into that, and then, oh, you shouldn't blow. Please don't blow. That was so naughty. I've been doing so well as well. So well. And then just put that on the top of your eyeball. A little blending motion as well, so you can go and over it again and do this again. Basically you're literally going round on your brush on the front of your arm, and then you can make the colour go further once you've lost some of the product, so like so. Lovely jubbly. Yeah, I think I'll get away with that. I'm going to use Sexy, which is the next one to it. It's like a burgundy colour. Oh, they're on the back. They're on the back. I didn't have to show you the front. I could have looked at it. You know, and it's lovely, a maroony colour. I'm going to blend that all into what I've just done to give it a nice effect. That's kind of what you want. Something to warm up the smokiness of it all. And I did it into the left eye as well. Mix it, blend it, blend it, blend. all we do, innit? Blend. Blend them harsh lines out. That's all we say. Right, the last brush I'm going to use on this is this one, and this is the E40, and it's the tapered blending, and I'm just going to blend the very top of this so that I've got no harsh lines. It's an amazing brush for that as well. Amazing. I will put these brushes underneath so you know which ones that I used. I'm trying to not use too many, so I don't go over the top. But the main brushes I will, for the eye colour, I will definitely put down for you. So that, to me, is quite nicely blended. I mean, you could go back to your brushes, the ones you've used, if you feel like, oh, that bit's got more than that bit. You've still got some product on these brushes that you've just used. So if you feel, hold on a minute, that side looks a little bit more than that side, then don't panic about it, just go and use them brushes. There's absolutely no rules in makeup. No rules whatsoever. So finish with that. And now we're going to go on to the liner. The liner I use is called Eyeliner, and it's Straggler, and that's the name of the makeup company. I will link it below. I use this, it's really good. I just want to make sure I get a nice precise line across. So, you know, take your time. Don't be a rush bandit like me. Once you've done the first line, letting that dry, go on to your second line. And this is really good for when you put your eyelashes on, so it's got something to hold on to. So that's the eye. Now, if you want a wing, and I think I do, I'm just going to tidy up the makeup on my eyes. You can do this with tape. A lot of girls do it with tape. Some do it with the lip. Stick them on their eyes there and the four light falls there, but I don't really bother with that. I just use white. Any mess that I have on my face, I wipe off with that. Yeah, there was a little bit. So that's how I really get my position. I'm so used to kind of doing it freehand, so I'm going to carry on that way. So we come to the wing. Some serious time now. Breathe in, breathe out, girls. So I'm going to go out just a touch, then bring it round. This is a time where girls quite, you know, maybe that's why men like it and they're doing that, this part. I'm going to lean on the table here so you can see really clearly what I'm doing. While also looking what the other side is like, because that's quite important. You don't want a different. Good thing about the liquid one though is it don't dry as fast as the gel ones. I have the gel one. I find it's really good how it doesn't dry straight away. It's kind of what you want. You need plenty of time to really work these out. Decided that they're equal. So I'm going to put that down. I'm going to let them dry in the little bad boy. And then go and put that on. No mess. My next thing I'm going to do will be my eyelashes. I love these. They're 3D ones. They're really, really pretty. And I'm going to get my glue. This is the glue I use. Get it off eBay, and it's called Eye Envy. So it's really good. Nice little thing. That's from eBay. This is not a bad one. I brought the black one in this, and it's very watery, but the white one is really reasonable. So, if you're thinking about buying it from there, please don't get the black one. It's too watery, unless it was a folded one. Who knows? Could have been. So, I'm going to get the eyelashes, and I'm going to hold them with this one for now, and put the glue on. I was going to do that with my mouth, then I thought, no, that's just not really like. So I'm going to pop the glue at the end, quite big at the end, and then always make sure you put enough glue at the end, because yeah, that's the problem you get, is it sticking, the end sticking properly. So once you've mastered the glue all over it, it ends up a little bit like that. So leave that on the side to get tacky. Right. Just making sure put it down properly. These are actually beautiful, you'll see when I put them on. Right, so as again, see what I mean, this glue can be a bit watery. Once you get a little hand of it, it starts behaving. Remember, in this game like this, we're in control. Right, so that's the end of that. I'm going to leave them to get tacky, and while they're getting tacky, I'm going to mix up for my foundations. This I bought the other day. I thought it was blooming marvellous, and it's proper cheap as well. And I'm going to mix on this palette the foundations. The first foundation I'm going to use is the True Match L'Oreal, and this is in Golden Toffee. It's beautiful. It's nice. It's, how can I explain it? The consistency of this is quite liquidy, but also you can tell you've got a nice coverage on it, but it's movable. Movable. Yeah. Could have used a better word, but that's how I feel about it. NARS, love this, and this is in the shade Light 5 Fuji. It's really good. I'm just going to take the lid off that, squirt a couple in there. This is a bit thicker, so you know you're going to get good coverage from it. This is why we mix. We know what we're doing now. We know what we're doing. The second one I'm going to use is my RIMEL, and it's Match Perfection, and this one's in, I think it's Mocha. Yeah, I think it is. Deep Mocha. So that's that one, lady and gents. I'm going to squeeze that in a couple of times as well. Now, I know you think that's a lot, but I'm just going to put a wee bit of my darkening drops in, because I am got an amazing tan, naturally, year in, year out. 12 months a year, you know. So yeah, just going to pop that in just to give it a little bit of love, warmth. I need some warmth. So that one I'm going to put on before I put this on. I'm only going to put a little bit of that on. This one's called Master Strobing Liquid, and it's by Face Studio. It's highlighter, so it's got like a highlighter in it. I'm only going to put a little bit on my cheeks to bring out my cheeks. I'm doing actually in the T-zone, if you get me. Right, I'm just going to mix this, and then I'm going to put my, oh, should I use that side? No, not that side. I've got to mix it. Right, every time I do this, I feel like, every time I do this, I feel like one of them men. Do you know that do cement? But it's so good because it does mix it really well. And you can see them sort of blending together. I know I'm weird. But yeah, it's really good. It's my happy face when I know that you're getting to the end of mixing that. That itself takes forever. I'm just going to put this here, hopefully not knock it off, and wipe the brush, because that is foul. That is not good. You don't want that all over you. Right, I'm going to put this on this table here, and put that no. Don't want to get that everywhere. Right, my next thing now is checking these. Yeah, I could leave them a little bit longer to get tacky. So just checking my eyelashes. Next thing I want you to kind of do is maybe not have a dance, but let's get this Freedom on. This is a Pro Studio as well, oil control based anti-shine lotion. Depending on how you like this, I put 2 on anyway. This is a good idea because sometimes I don't want to shine, and then sometimes I do. It just depends what mood I'm in. So I'm just going to put that in the top bit there, and then on the side. You have to be careful, this pops out really fast and I put way too much on. So what I'll do is I'll use a little bit under my chin where we put a little bit of product. That's where my pores are worse, so let's fill that in then. And then anything I have left, I just go around on it. And then what I'm going to do, because I like this to sit on my face for a little while, is I'm going to use the Prime Magic Camera Ready W7. Just give a little bit of love to my face. And I'm not going to nowhere as near use as much. But I'm going to use some. So that's that out of the way. I'm going to move these over here actually. They are out of the way then. So in the areas that we want, by the way, my choker was from, can you see? So cute. It's like ice cream cones with Mickey Mouse. Yes. That's how I roll. And the Disney world kind of tells you who I am. But yeah. So once you've done all that, then that's all in. And you're going to let that set. This is the time you can get your eyelashes on. I'm going to use one of these. This one doesn't clip, but this one holds. And it will give me more of a let go mechanism. These haven't really got a small and large, they're all one. So you know how you've got the small bits there and then it gets wider. No, these don't do that. These are beauties. Oh, nearly forgot. Sorry. First time doing it though, you know, gonna miss a few things out. Well, I don't want to miss anything out, but I nearly did. So it's normally about 10 seconds on your eyelashes, but I never do it that long. But it's 10 seconds really if you want a good curl. I never do it that long, I don't feel I need to. And I'm going to use my Volumization collection and mascara 10 times. It's a little beauty that is. Look at my camera. Just don't know what to do. So you lot know what I'm doing. I'm just going to coat them once. You don't need to coat them any more than once, so just coat them once. As long as you get them to stand up whereabouts you want your eyelashes to sit on. What I'm also going to do though, before I move on to the next job, use an angled brush, very similar to that. Get a black, which I've got in the new panel that we used earlier. And that one was called Serious, if you remember. This has got a mirror so I can use this. Just go along it on the angled edge of it, so you picked up a little bit of product, and just go over your eyeliner. And what that does is dries it up perfect, gives it a more darker effect, so it'll stand out better, and it helps with the eyelashes. I found helps them stay on a lot longer through the day. So yes, it's got to add out with the angled brush because you can get it undocked. Do you know what I mean? Where your wing is. So don't blow. Right. Okay. Let's try again. So I'm going to put this on here. Lift your head up. Put your eyelash onto the area. Get your These are brilliant. These help me move this around, and this is another way of making sure they fit properly. They get onto your, oh yeah, it's lovely and tacky as well, so glad I left it that long, to be fair. Push your two eyelashes together as well, so that helps do that. There's some things this can't do. There's nothing better than your fingers knowing where you are. That's all. So, chaque which is your left. So, acting like I only just learnt my left and right, but yes, I'm just going to let you know. I'm just going to pop these on here. If I can get the easy to move around. I'm going to use a brush just to pop it on. Oh, I bet I've not put one in. Oh, well, then I'm using this one. So I'm going to use this. Oh, did you see that? Yeah. I'm going to pop some product in the escalated area. More so under here, by the way. Things you don't want people to see, yeah? And up there. There. Everywhere, everywhere. All clean. And just go under your chin a little bit with the last of the product you've got. And I use one of them. And you can get them at most places. Superdrug, Boots, eBay, Amazon. Right, I'm just going to use my sponge now. I'm going to use the Beauty Blender. I'm going to use my 24-hour Super Stay Makeup Lock-In Setting Spray from Maybelline. It's really good. Been loving it. I'm going to go all the way over my sponge because we're going to need this. And I'm going to squish it around like that so it all settles into it. And then get this on. Sorry about that, it's my phone. Right, I'm going to go underneath the eye. I'm going to go across the top, under the eye. I want you to see my bash in my face. I don't know why it's covering it up. Who you don't want to see a woman bash in the face? You know what I mean? Like, so nice. Go over the nose. Oh, it's a lovely, lovely coverage. Really lovely. And I didn't put any of that in, but if you want a little bit of shine here, what I do is get the Master Strobing liquid, and this is Maybelline as well. Really like Maybelline, as you'll notice, or RIMEL, have a real thing for them as well. Just put a little bit on there. It's very nice, and I'm going to put a bit more. I don't want to go over the top because I've done that before and ruined everything. So I'm going to put it on the cheeks, and I'm going to pat it in very gently all over my cheeks, a little bit there, across there, and you get a nice glow. So weird. Wonderful but weird I am. Right, next thing I'm going to do is, do you know what you're doing? Not really. Next thing I want to do is my hula. I'll put the hula in this colour because if it has a shade, it's not telling me. It just says hula bronzer, to be fair, and it's just a bronzing. It is lightly brushed out all year round shimmer. It's got some shimmer in it. It's got some shimmer in it, ladies. We all want some of that. We all need some of that on days like miserable days, you know. We want to show the world we ain't give up. Right, I'm going to push that in there. I'm going to actually use the brush from it. I think the NARS looks amazing. I've watched a lot of YouTubers using it and it always looks like the results are so good. This is the one I rate at the moment. I'm going to put that into the designated area. So basically like in a triangle, and the top bit there, a little bit there, and a exclamation mark, a little bit on the chin, and just on the cupid bow, and a bit down here. I don't often do that, but I think I want that today. It's a beautiful thing about makeup, you can swip it and swap it around and do what you like. It's your makeup day, you do what you want, girl. So, I'm going to blend that in as well with the, oh it's so soft, beauty blender. And blend the eye. Take your time around there as well, you know. Above the T-zone. And if you feel like it's not fully blended for you, go over it for the bottom bit. That'll help you melt in a bit so you haven't got any harsh lines around certain areas. Right, now I'm going to put in my NARS. I use the Banana Dreams and I use the yellow one because it's an undertone and because of my colouring. It works brilliant. People with tans as well, good idea. So just put a little bit in that area. I pat it in first, and then on the second go, I normally leave a little bit of powder under my eyes, just to keep them nice and bright. So I'll pat it in first, and leave a little bit to sit as I roll that side. And then this, I just pat it all in. That was on my hair. And that side. Right, once you've done that, you get to the amazing part where the bits that you've been going over with your contour and everything, this is a pressing powder. I'm going to use the pressing powder one. I'm going to use, this is a very cheap brush I got from eBay, but it really has some uses for some of these cheaper brushes. I really probably love them. I'm just going to press powder the bits that I've done, not the highlighting ones, but the ones I've done, and to keep everything in. Under my chin, my nose, just a bit there. Now, if you want a contour on your nose, I'm going to do that today. I don't always do it, but I'm going to do it today, especially for you, because it is my first one. I'm going to use this brush, and this one is called like a toothbrush brush. I got this very cheaply, but I really do love it, and it's really cool. And this is from eBay. These are the ones I won't write down for you. I'll just write the ones that you may probably find more useful. And across to make a bit of a button nose. And to be fair, in all honesty, I use my finger because it blends better. Your warmth for your finger is an amazing tool. Well, you could be there all day doing that. And do you want to do that? No. On this RIMEL one, I'll show it like RIMEL. On this RIMEL one, I'm going to use the top here, and it's a highlighter Illumina. Right, it's there, it's the Katie one, but it's RIMEL. And I'm just going to use the very top one, cream, so that I can lighten that a little tiny bit. I'm just going to use a very cheap brush that I've had a very long time. So I'm just going to rub that in. Just get a little bit of a sort of glowy colour. It's a really nice one, the top one of this. I really like it. So once you've done all that, I'm going to put some things down here. I'm going to put some things down here. I'm going to now use my glow. So what you want to do is get off the excessive powder, which is under your eye. You don't want that excessive powder on, girl. You want to mix that all up, make it all beautiful. And this is where I put a liner in. I'm going to use a dark one today, with it being a smoky eye. I'm going to use the one from Unique. It's called Moonstruck Precision Pencil. I really like it, and it goes on beautiful. I'm going to bring it down a little bit. And then I'm going to blend it in. Bring that pencil right down, girls. So, you end up with that. I'll put the lid on this, because I couldn't use it. From there, we are going to lighten up some things. This is really cute. It's called Mayshare number 16. And this was off eBay, but the shimmer on it is just shocking, and I'm in love. So, yes, I do use it quite a lot. I think it's so cool. And when I find something else that's just as good as that, I I'll be using that. But at the moment, this is a bad boy, baby, and I'm really loving it. So I'm just going to put into the corner of the eye, I'm going to use, oh, got the wrong one then, Real Techniques one. This one's, I was trying to read this yesterday. What did it say? Can't remember. Well, maybe I can't see it, so let's forget that bit. I'm just going to put it in the corner, just there. So brighten up that little bit there. Just see that's right here. Why do we open our mouths? I feel like that is so warm, isn't it? Just going to go over the top of my eyebrow as well. Oh, like so. Like so, like so, like so. And then I'm just going to go with my finger, my amazing finger. I'm going to blend that in a minute actually. But yeah, let's get it in there first. Just above the high bone of your eyebrow. I'm going to go a bit on there. A bit on there. Blow that off. Don't you dare ruin my masterpiece. Right, now I'm going to blend that in a little bit, and I'm going to use that brush that we used earlier. And this one is the E4. Just give it a little good blend there, so we've got no harsh edges of the white. No, none of it's like that. None of it. So that's all done, that's all done, that's all done. I'm going to use this because this is a build-up, especially with my eyelashes underneath. Elf it's called. I'm just going to put this into the bottom eyelash here. It's so lovely, it's so precise, it's so tiny, it's just what you want if you struggle with your bottom eyelashes, because it does bring them out. I'm going to be honest. Just going to a little bit, I'm not going to go crazy. But with the black, I'm going to use this, and this is a real, no, this isn't a Real Technique, it's a cheap dupe. This wasn't a Real Technique. I like to be honest, see. I'm just going to go in with the purple. I'm just going to go underneath a little bit to try and smoke some of this. I want you to be able to see this, so sorry. Like so. And the same with this one, so I'll move this side. And then with the black, which was the serious, and the other one was sexy. Just go a little bit underneath. I don't want to do that. I want to blend it out a little bit and bring it down, so I'm going to do so. So you get that smoky eye effect. Like so. Okay. Yeah. I'm so dying to get to this stage. So dying. I need to move things out of the way because they are getting in the way actually. I need to keep that out. That can stay there. Let's stay there. Let's stay there. Right. I'm going to use the Strobe and Glow Highlight Kit MUA. Absolutely love MUA. I'm just going to tap. Oh, there's two parts to this Strobe and Glow. There's that, which is the highlighter, and then there's the liquid one, which is there. I'm not actually 100% sure if I use this very often, but yeah, you can put a little bit on your nose. It's more probably gentler to kind of start, and you can put some on your cheek, and then you can put the glow over the top. I don't really do this, but yeah, you can do all this. Right, and then we get to the highlight. You wasn't happy with that, were you? Not really, I don't really like using it. But that is basically what it's for. I'm going to use my Real Technique little fan brush. To say fan brush, it's hard to. Thought he might say something bigger than that, but he didn't. He just kept to it. It is what it is, and that's what I like about Real Technique brushes. Just going to go over first the glow. And this is from Primark, and I know that it's amazing. So I'm just going to go over that bit there where I've been. Okay, I may not blow to the gods, but I'm telling you, the angels can see me better. Right, so give it a good. So that's all on there. And then I'm going to tap into that one and go over the stuff that I wanted to go over. I do love my fingers. God gave them in for a reason. I've got a nice little brush here though that I can use. So I'm going to use this one. Don't actually know what they use it for, but the writing's so small with Real Techniques, you'd need magnifying glass. I'm just going to go with them bits that I've gone over, and also with gold. Whoa, you knew about that one, didn't you? So, JD, job done. I'm going to use my blusher now, and the blusher is called Blushing Hearts Triple Baked Blusher. And these are beautiful. It's Isle of Makeup one, and this is from Super Shop. And you see 3 bakes. And I'm going to use my lovely blusher brush. My lovely blusher. This is lovely actually. These are Real Techniques, and they brought these out. I don't know if they're like they only do them and that's it. They won't do them again. They'll do something else different next time. Edition. There's something edition. Let's leave that. Cheeks. Limited edition. There you go. Give me a while and I warm up. Behind my cheeks. But yeah, I'm gonna give them a not too over the top. I wanna go crazy. This isn't a subtle lot anyway, but I wanted to give it some of my personality. So I'm gonna put all them away. Now we come to my favourite part, the lips. I'm going to use this one. It's called Lip Pencil. I'm not 100% sure what the shade is. It does say 16 on it, but these are from Primark anyway, but they haven't got a shade on. But it's lovely. It's kind of purple. 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 No, sorry. Some people like to, oh gosh. Some people like to fill in. I'm not going to on this one. I do sometimes, but not on this one. So I'm going to put that down like a real good girl. I can get a bit carried away with them actually. I'm going to use my Jeffery star. I think one of them's called, well, I'm not 100% sure. I know this is Posh. Posh Vice. I'm not 100% sure about this one, but I will put them underneath the decorated area. But I will put it underneath and I will let you know what the names of each one were called. I'm going to put Posh in the middle. Yeah, I'm going to kind of ombre. Yeah. I could see, hear someone go, so that's like an ombre. Yeah, that's right. So I'm going to kind of ombre my lips. Don't know how well it's going to go. This one's gorgeous, like chocolate. Oh, anything to do with chocolate. It's starving actually. I'm going to use this. You know, if you do feel like, oh my god, that's a bit of a mess, just go over with a little wipe if it can't be mended. Not my glow out. I'm not my glow out. Can you get any glow? Not really. Oh golly gosh. So let's try it with the, there we go, there we go, there we go, we're good. Just gonna stick a bit of that glow. Ooh. And stick some of the glow on top of the lip. Gives it a nice effect, that just came from nowhere. This is how I am. And if you do want to shine, I have got one of these. They're called Pretty Smart Lip Gloss. And these are from the Palm family. I do love the Palm family. I do have all the lip chaps and that from them. And also they do makeup. So, and again, it's got. So, I think we are done. Just going to go one more time in with my, I'm looking at everything to make sure I'm done. Right, I'm just going to go one, just a little spray all over my face and then we're finished. And that's with the 24-hour super stay. So, if you enjoyed what you've seen today, the smoky eye and the full makeup, please do thumbs up, subscribe, and also share. Love you guys. Take care. See you soon.